we are going to see some challenges and likely moving into a stagflationary environment where we have consumer price inflation, but traditional asset classes don't fare so well.
It's the number one secret to building a retirement lifestyle.
Well, I'm going to go back and quote my history professor who gets smarter as I get older, and that is that if you don't study history, you're doomed to repeat it. Or as Mark Twain said, history maybe doesn't repeat itself, but it certainly rhymes. So taking a look at where we are economically, I think, is the most important thing to recognize and to take into account. If you plan for retirement the way your parents or grandparents did, it's my view that you'll likely fail. I believe that Federal Reserve policies and government policies have created this artificial economy since the time of the Great Financial Crisis. And I believe that moving ahead, we are going to see some challenges and likely moving into a stagflationary environment where we have consumer price inflation, but traditional asset classes don't fare so well.
So it sounds like understanding that history can repeat itself, but at the same time, understanding that what our parents did to retire and live the lifestyle they want to is not necessarily going to work or fit for you. Am I way off?
Yeah, no, that's exactly right, Brett. And for example, who would have thought 2 years ago you could have money in long-term U.S. Treasuries last year and lose almost 20% of your assets? We're not supposed to lose money in U.S. Treasuries. So traditional asset classes, I think, moving ahead will perform poorly. I think there's a lot more downside here in stocks given current valuations. Real estate, certainly when you look at the Bay Area of California, that's always been the canary in the coal mine, to use that analogy, as far as real estate is concerned. So I think real estate prices, stock prices are headed down. I think bond prices are headed down. And I think that to plan for retirement and invest for retirement, you have to be aware of alternative approaches and look at some alternative asset classes.
Excellent.